My wife yells at me. So your wife yells at you. In any relationship, conflict and disagreements are bound to arise from time to time. However, when your wife starts yelling at you frequently, it can be emotionally draining and damaging to the relationship. If you find yourself in this situation, I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. It's important to address the issue and work towards a healthier and more respectful dynamic. In this video, we will discuss 5 practical tips to help you resolve this problem permanently, creating a happier and more harmonious relationship with your wife. Let's count down the tips as we dig a little deeper into each one. Tip number 5, how to locate national support against all levels of abuse. When dealing with a spouse who yells at you, it's essential to prioritize your safety and well-being. If you ever feel threatened or fear for your safety, it's crucial to seek help immediately. You can locate your national support hotline for domestic violence or abuse and reach out to them for guidance and support. These organizations have professionals trained to handle such situations and can provide you with the necessary resources to ensure your safety and well-being. Just search the phrase domestic abuse with your country name on your favorite online search engine such as Google, and you will have instant access to help. Tip number 4, engaging in self-intelligence and leveraging it for improvement in your relationship. While it's important to address your wife's yelling, it's also essential to examine your own behavior and how it may contribute to the situation. Engaging in self-intelligence allows you to gain a deeper understanding of yourself and your actions. Assess what aspects of yourself might be attracting this behavior from your wife without falling into self-guilt or victim shaming. By leveraging this self-awareness, you can make positive changes within yourself and your relationship, fostering growth and harmony. Tip number 3, reinterpreting yelling from your wife appropriately to maximize permanent resolution. Yelling from your wife is often a cry for help or a manifestation of underlying issues and frustrations. Instead of immediately reacting negatively, it's important to reinterpret their behavior appropriately. Understand that yelling may stem from deeper emotional or communication challenges. By approaching the situation with empathy and understanding, you can create a safe space for open and honest communication, giving her the freedom to express her expectations, feelings, and concerns without resorting to yelling. Tip number 2, the right way to establish boundaries and communication guidelines. Establishing clear boundaries and communication guidelines is crucial when dealing with yelling in a relationship. Instead of practicing lower tolerance for your wife, think about boundaries for yourself and self-respect. When you have adequate self-respect and boundaries, there are certain types of conversations you will never engage with an emotional reaction. Once your wife demonstrates that she's mimicking the level of self-respect that you desire, you can then sit down with her and have an open conversation about how yelling affects you emotionally and how you would like to be treated during disagreement. These guidelines can include alternative communication methods such as using I statements or taking breaks during heated discussions to prevent escalation and promote healthy dialogue. Tip number 1, how to create sustainable measures to keep yelling and bad communication habits far away from your marriage. Resolving the issue of yelling in your marriage requires sustainable measures to prevent its reoccurrence. This involves ongoing effort and commitment from you in the short term and eventually both partners over the long run. Practice active listening, empathy, and patience in your day-to-day interactions. By consistently prioritizing open and respectful communication, you can create a healthier and more harmonious relationship, keeping yelling and bad communication habits at bay. Dealing with a wife who constantly yells at you can be emotionally challenging and detrimental to your mental health and the relationship. However, by following these 5 tips, you can take significant steps toward resolving this issue permanently. If you're struggling with the issue of your wife yelling at you, you understand the challenges you are facing. Lola and I have been through similar experiences, and we have written a book called Get My Marriage Back, sharing our personal story and the strategies we used to overcome this issue permanently. Download our book for free from www.loveandprestige.com for a comprehensive guide to building a harmonious and loving relationship and marriage. Remember, resolving conflicts in a relationship requires commitment and effort from both partners, but it starts with you. Prioritize your safety, engage in self-reflection, and work towards open and respectful communication with your wife. Thank you for watching. For more helpful resources and information, visit www.loveandprestige.com.